Tradition. Fundamentals. The essentials of showmanship. The way professional wrestling used to be. That's been the foundation and formula of the Universal Wrestling Federation. It began in the summer of 1990 with a mandate from founder and president Herb Abrams to bring professional wrestling back to the glory days. The UWF charter has followed in the footsteps of some of the great teachers of the sport. Now, in the proud tradition of these and other great champions, the UWF is ready to break from the pack and crown their own champion. Welcome to the Beach Brawl.
Once again, everybody, welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig DeGeorge with, as always, the living legend of wrestling, Bruno Sammartino. Folks, you are in for a treat. Some of the best matches from the Beach Brawl. It was an historic event. And, Bruno, I know we reflected on it. We've talked about it. The fans will get to see it now for the first time. Your thoughts on it?
This has to be one of the most impressive that I've ever seen in all the years I've been in wrestling. And yes, these folks are going to be in for a real treat, so be sure and watch, because you're going to really be excited by some of the great matches that you're going to see.
The first time, I should say, on Sports Channel, of course. We saw a ladies' championship. We saw some great tag team action. And, of course, the main event was the heavyweight championship win. A lot of very memorable things happened.
Absolutely. What a phenomenal match. We always anticipated this was going to be great, but it certainly went even better than I expected. It was absolutely phenomenal.
All right, and here we go for this week's show.
I'm trying to call overseas. I think I remember the number, but... So I call the operator. But it's another long-distance company, and she can't give me an international number. Hey, AT&T does. She says, you're not dealing with AT&T.
If you miss dealing with AT&T, it's easier than ever to come back. Just call 1-800-582-5100 right now, and we'll switch you back for free.
They kept saying how much money I'd save. Then I get the first bill. I'm not kidding. I thought it was a typo. I mean, where were the big savings?
People who thought they could do better than AT&T are coming back for the real value. You can too. It's simple. Just call now and come back for free.
Takes longer getting through, but I'm saving a ton, right? Wrong.
You gotta read the fine print. I couldn't believe it.
You're not dealing with AT&T.
Oh, I am now.
1-800-582-5100 for dependable, crystal clear AT&T long-distance service. Call now and we'll switch you for free. You couldn't pick a better time to come back.
Most guys would tell you they don't really think about their hair. Right. Personally, I think most guys want their hair to look good as long as it's not a hassle. That's where Pert Plus comes in. It's a unique shampoo and conditioner in one. So, you get clean, more manageable hair than with plain shampoo, but without any extra work. That's Pert Plus. Hey, I admit it, I think about my hair. But it's not all I think about.
Wash and go with Pert Plus. Also in dandruff control.
I see your true colors shining through. True colors shining.
Because the world gets more colorful every day, Kodak introduces a more colorful film. New Kodak Gold 400 film. It now has the richest, most saturated color available in high-speed film. New Kodak Gold 400 film.
What's the real scoop on professional wrestling? There's only one way to find out. Call me on the legend line, 1-900-HOT-BRUNO. Let's talk real wrestling. What's happening and where it's happening. I'll tell you. from the inside. Call me now and be the best informed wrestling fan in your neighborhood. The number again is 1-900-HUT-BRUNO. And kids under 17, make sure you get your parents' permission before you call.
Hey, the official Beach Brawl souvenir program, the one sold only the night of the Beach Brawl, is available now from the UWF. Bios of your favorite UWF wrestlers, as well as memorable information from the night of the Beach Brawl, is included in this nifty collector's item. To order, just send $5 for each copy, along with your name and address, to Abrams Entertainment Group, 2532 Lincoln Boulevard, Marina Del Rey, California.
Approaching the ring at this time with his manager, Mr. Red. He weighs 310 pounds and hails from the Soviet Union. He is Boris Zukov. His opponent hails from Boston, Massachusetts. He is Paul Sampson. The referee is Scott Dickinson.
Yeah, I want the microphone. When I look at you, you give me the microphone. Don't look like, you don't know what you're doing out here. We're professionals, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Russian national anthem. You shut up!
Союз Русеви, Republic Subordinate, spela liberty, Vicarus, la Russia sole, e vole народно, и революциus, Вести Союз.
You shut your mouths! I don't want to hear that today! I don't want to hear that garbage! You shut your mouths! Shut up! Shut up! You shut up! Oh, you shut up! What's wrong with you people? Hey, boy, I'm going to tell you, your butt's mine!
Craig DeGeorge with the living legend Bruno Sammartino as we get set for Boris Zukov to the right of your screen, and you look at Paul Sampson, 242 out of Boston. Paul's going to have his work cut out for him, Bruno.
He certainly is. There's quite a bit of difference in size here. Zukov, of course, weighs a little over 300 pounds, and Simon only to about 240. So, be interesting to see if Paul Simon, what he can do against a guy so much bigger and so much more experienced.
And you see on the near side of your screen, that's Mr. Red, the manager of Boris Zukov. And he'll be shouting. You get a good look at him there. A man from Gaffney, South Carolina, who has picked up a couple of Russians. He also has Ivan Koloff in his stable.
One thing about Paul Simon that he's doing, which is smart, and that is that he's trying to use his quickness since he is so much lighter. Let's see. There, he ducks again, gets behind him, and takes it back to a back roll.
Good takedown, but can't put him away.
But Craig, so far, this Paul Simon's using his head. He's trying to use his speed to get around him. But now he's got caught with a boots midsection.
Goes after him, and the cross-body block, and he can't put him away again. But two good chances there for Sampson.
How about that? A beautiful slam by Paul Simon on the big man.
And again, only a 2 count, Bruno. And boy, if this was a game of 2 counts, it would be a very impressive outing for Sampson.
Absolutely. And I might add that this Paul Simon picked up the big man, Zukov, at over 300 pounds, and he picked him up with ease and slammed him, and I think that surprised Zukov a little bit. And it didn't do much for his manager either. He seemed very upset.
Yeah, Zukov going over for some counseling now with his manager before getting back to the ring apron, and now going to step back in there. Zukov, though, a very unimpressive start for him. Arm twist by Sampson, a couple of them. And look at him go to work on the shoulder and the elbow of Boris Zukov. Boy, Sampson has really come on.
I think, Greg, so far that Zukov, I think, is a little surprised because I think he probably underestimated Paul Sampson. And I think Paul so far is doing not too badly for himself.
And he has brought the big rush into his knees. Zukov going for a hair of Sampson. Referee telling him, no, he can't do that. Arm twist himself. Zukov known for the Russian sickle and also known for breaking the rules, too.
Oh, he's very good at that. And I'll tell you what, if he sees that Paul Sampson's going to give him too much trouble, you're going to start seeing some big fists and boots flying around in there.
You can see the size advantage for Boris Zukov. It's a significant 70 pounds. But thus far, it's not been a factor. Sampson now, head to the turnbuckle. Zukov with the Irish whipping into the corner. He's going after him, but he rings it up and nobody home, and he hit the post.
Well, Sampson, I should say, moved out of the way, and boy, that Zukov really came plowing with that over 300-pound frame of his, and his shoulder went right against his steel post. Now, wisely, Paul Sampson should be working on that left arm.
He's working a little bit on the shoulder.
Sure, take advantage. He hurt it himself. Now stay on it. Who knows? Maybe from that he can work on it hard enough to make him submit.
A good shot of that big head of Boris Zukov. It is over a 9. How big is your head, Bruno? Do you know?
Not anywhere near Zukov's size, I'll tell you that.
And they say announcers have big heads, too.
Is that right?
Well, that's well, don't look at me.
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard that, Craig.
But Boris Zukov probably would be a very good broadcaster, or an actor, I guess, if you look at his head anyway. Sampson has continued to work, at least in a consistent fashion, Bruno, with the arm twists. But again, he may have had his best opportunity for victory early in this match.
Well, there's no question. Up to now, at least, he has done quite well for himself. Although right now he's on the receiving end, and let's see what Zukov does here now that he has him somewhat weakened. Headbutt, wow.
And as we said, that is some headbutt. When you talk about Boris Zukov. Pulls him up by the hair.
That's one advantage that Zukov has, hair pulling. I think that he'll win out on this one.
Yes, in the tail of the tape, you'd have to give the check to Boris Zukov on that one. Knocks him outside the ring. And Zukov now prancing around like he won the fight.
Well,
not yet.
Zukov is very proud of his achievements. You hear him come over here, he says, how'd you like that? How do you like what I did to this Paul Sampson?
He didn't come over a few minutes ago, though, did he? Good arm chop to the neck. And that knocks the hairy beast off the ring.
You know, I always wonder, is it wise that the wrestler should want to have such long hair? I mean, you know that you're going to be in for some hair pulling.
Doesn't really have that wrestling look, but look at him from his knees. A couple of good shots to the midsection. And obviously he hurt Zukov.
Hey, listen, this Paul Sampson, give him credit. He was taking quite a few hard blows there by Zukov, but look at him right now. Right now, Zukov on the receiving end, and Sampson's looking pretty good right now.
Whip in. Clothesline knocked him down. He may cover him here. There's 2. No. That's about the 4th or 5th time, Bruno. He's only been able to get the 2 count. Small packages him. Lateral press, not enough again.
I still say that he's given Zukov much more of a battle than Zukov was expecting. Telegraphed that.
Telegraphed the back body drop. You're right. Took the elbow to the back instead.
Yeah, he ducked down a little too quick, and of course gives Zukov plenty of time to slow down and come up with that elbow.
Great shot to the back of Sampson. Could that be enough for Zukov? Yes. It was not impressive, but it will go down in the victory ledger at least, Bruno. Zukov with his arms raised.
Absolutely.
And here comes Mr. Red, and he's going to have to go back to the drawing board, I think, with Zukov. As we said, not very impressive, but he did get the job done. Coming back several times from a 2 count and finally winning the match.
Well, he'll tell you, win is a win is a win. Okay, but by the same token, I think that Paul Sampson had a good account for himself. He lost the match, but he certainly gave the guy plenty.
Mr. Red and Boris Zukov down victory lane here in the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour.
We'll be back to those monsters of mayhem, Boris Zukov and Mr. Red, when the Fury Hour continues.
Hunters, fishermen, handymen, Campers, here's a set of knives you've just got to have at a price you're not going to believe. Just look at all you get. First, this lockback hunting knife with stag handle. Second, this 5-inch pocket knife with stainless steel blade. Third, this 7-inch boot knife. Fourth, the matching 3-inch brass line folding knife. And finally, the world-famous dual-blade Barlow knife. You get all 5 knives, a $99 value, for only $24.95. As a bonus, if you call now, we'll send you both the belt case and the genuine leather sheath for the boot knife free. So pick up your phone and call now. Money back if not delighted. Here's how to order.
To order your 5-knife set, call now toll-free 1-800-733-3300. Have your credit card ready for faster service. Call now 1-800-733-3300. Sorry, no CODs at this special price. Call 1-800-733-3300.
Planning. Where to get the capital to start this business with my daughter? By investing for the long haul. And forget full commission brokers. I called Charles Schwab. Munis, mutual funds, blue chips, and I saved plenty with Schwab's low commissions. Every day I tell my daughter, think long-term. Make your own decisions. Be your own man.
Choices. Dad's conservative, and that's okay, but I'm after high return. At Schwab, I can be aggressive. I just bought some high-growth mutual funds and an undervalued stock I know will take off, all by computer and at Schwab's low commissions. Dad says, plan ahead, get there first. Maybe that's why my name's on the door first.
For a free Schwab Fact Kit, call toll-free 800-841-0300. That's 800-841-0300.
We give you more ways to succeed.
The UWF power line is waiting for your call. 1-900-420-4UWF. Call me now.
A chance to talk wrestling with the man from Moscow, Boris Zukov, and his manager, Mr. Red, of course, reflecting back on the beach brawl.
You see, he's a very good man.
I am very good man, and I am the #1 manager, and this is the #1 man, and I'm going to tell you, but let me tell you, I have got 2 #1 men. Did you know that, Boris? I've got 2 #1 men, Ivan Koloff and Boris. And let me tell you, the Soviet Union is #1. And you people, don't look at me that way, boy. Let me tell you something.
I hate to interrupt you.
You get me upset.
I hate to interrupt you,
You get
Mr.
me
Red.
upset, and I'm going to have to hurt you before this interview is over with.
You went
I've got the
0-2 in the beach brawl.
I've got the men, brother. I've got 100%. What is this? You making fun of me?
Good question. I'll give him $20.
You making fun of me? You don't make fun of me.
No respect.
No respect. That's right.
Have no respect. You see, that's why Zukov was cheated. That's why Koloff was cheated.
That's exactly right. I mean, we can't. That's right. We can't get any respect from the referee. Let me tell you something. When we come to the UWF, we wanted to come in here with a clean slate and show these people what we had.
Mr. Red,
do you think they'll let us?
$20
You shut up. You shut up. I'm talking. I'm talking. We come in here and they tried to keep us out because my men are Russian. They're prejudiced. But let me tell you, we're in the UWF. We're going to stay in the UWF. And if you get in our way, or the referee gets in our way, or Herb Avery gets in our way, or anybody gets in our way, we're going to get down on top of you.
Mr.
And we're
Red,
going to take care of
Can we
business.
get a question in? What in the world? What in the world?
Give me the $20. I want the $20. You want a
promise to leave?
question?
I'll give you the $20.
I want the $20.
$20. You're not giving me my $20.
If you got to pay for questions. You got to pay for
Hey,
them.
this is airtime for you too there, buddy.
Well, I tell you, I may answer them if you say please.
All right. Well, that's fair enough. Please, if you would, Mr. Red, what in the world is a man from Gaffney, South Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
The peach state,
Not exactly
brother.
the Russian hotbed here in the United States. What in the world are you doing aligning with a Zukov and a Koloff and
You mean
maybe...
to tell you why? Because I look around the United States and I see little wimps like you sitting there and your little buddy sitting there, little wimps, and that's all these people in the United States are. They're wimps. They don't know what's going on, people. I had to go to the Soviet Union to get 2 real men. And that's what I've got. 2 real men who's gonna kick butt and take names. And while you're sitting out there in the audience writing down on your little paper, you write this down on your little paper. My Russians are gonna be number 1. Number 1. That's all that matters.
We've talked about the size of the head of Boris Zukov before. Boris, what is it, a 10 or 9 or 8 or what is it?
I think Albano estimated it in Orlando a couple of months ago that it was a size 15, size 16. What size?
Captain Lou is an idiot. He's an idiot.
Can we do just something I just want to see? Can we,
What do you want to do?
Could I just try your hat on?
Yes, let me show this here. Let me show you.
Can I try?
Wipe your sweat off when you're done with it, huh?
No, that is Russian sweat. Yeah, that fits you.
I don't think I like you
boy.
wearing this thing. I can't see you.
Oh,
wearing
you're a
that
pretty
Russian
boy.
thing.
You're too good to wear the Russian
It's a
hat.
little warm for the summertime, isn't it, Boris?
It's not wrong. They don't bother me at all. It's what's the matter with these Americans over here. They want to be in the air conditioning. You see, I have a little suntan too, but you see, I'm not like these lazy Americans. I go out and work in the sun. I have to work for my food. It is not given to me like you Americans with the people in poverty.
That's right. That's right.
Give it for free, right?
Well, he's down to about $5 now, it looks like, Mr. Red.
Oh, you shut up. I
Yeah,
got more in the
but,
bank, boy. Here, put that in your pocket and take that lady out. Take another lady next night out there, Boris.
I like the cheap American.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Here's another. See, that was 1. This
Well,
year's
I know
5.
you didn't get that
This
big
is
beach
5.
ball person
Shut
you were
up.
looking for.
Here you go.
Excellent.
That's it. You gotta be generous in this business. You see, this is the whole thing about it. You gotta be generous like we was in that match. We was generous because let me tell you something, you little weasel. If we wasn't generous, the referee would have had 2 broke legs and he wouldn't have made it out of there.
All right, we've had enough. Thank you very much, Mr. Red and Boris Zukov, and we'll have more in just a moment.
Hey, the official 1991 Beach Brawl video is now on sale. This is a chance to see the whole night as it unfolded in Palmetto, Florida. For your copy, just send a check or money order for $19.95 to Abrams Entertainment Group, 2532 Lincoln Boulevard, Marina del Rey, California, 90291. It'll be a great addition to your wrestling video library. More from the Beach Brawl after this.
Pump it up. Work it out. Step it up. Feel the power of progressive resistance. Get the aerobic advantages of a full-size stepper with over 30 strength and toning exercises. Flex CTS, the better choice. At retail stores throughout America.
Say who we are, and you say this with your discount subscription to this Car and Driver at the lowest rate going. A 50% instant TV discount, $9.97 off the basic rate, if you grab the bargain now.
Call toll-free 1-800-832-4900. 12 issues are just $9.97, an instant TV discount of half off the basic subscription rate. To save now, call 1-800-832-4900. That's 1-800-832-4900.
It's not easy to follow in the tracks of a legend. Ask Ford Explorer. With 190 horses, Jeep Cherokee runs circles around it. Compare fuel economy and warranty. Explorer falls short. Finally, Cherokee has available four-wheel anti-lock brakes. Explorer doesn't. Sorry, Explorer. This probably isn't a good time to bring up price.
Kevin's and Truth Casey with $1 billion babies. The tag team champions of International World Class Championship Wrestling. We're the best, and so are the New York Mets. Catch them.
ICW Wrestling, part of the Tuesday triple header on Sports Channel. Horse racing fans, what show takes you around the country to follow all the important events in thoroughbred racing each week? The odds-on favorite for up-to-date info is Inside Racing. Tuesdays at 6:30 and 11:30, exclusively on Sports Channel.
Okay, South Florida, the UWF returns on a new date, July 20th, 7:30 p.m. to the War Memorial in Fort Lauderdale, with all the stars of wrestling's hottest show, the Fury Hour. You'll see Cactus Jack, Cowboy Bob Orton, Bruno Sammartino, Captain Lou, the Wild Thing Steve Ray. Remember, July 20th, 7:30 p.m. You'll also see Johnny Ace, the Blackhearts with Luna Vachon, and the Firecat. Get your tickets now.
Ready for our next match, Terry Gordy and his opponent, and we'll get the introductions from Frankie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is a street fight. There will be no disqualification. There will be no rules. This bout is scheduled for one fall. The referee is Billy Silverman. Approaching the ring at this time is a 254-pounder from Malibu, California. He is Mr. All-America, Johnny Ace.
Johnny Ace getting a so-so reaction from the crowd here at the Palmetto Civic Center. Let's see what the reaction is for his opponent.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, he will impress this audience because this Johnny Ace, he's quite an athlete. He impresses the heck out of me in that ring.
His opponent is a 293-pounder from Bad Street, USA. This is Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy, one of the greats, 293 pounds against Johnny Ace, filling in for the yelling Don Morocco.
Greg, let me say this about Johnny Ace. This guy's a scientific wrestler. This guy can impress you with his beautiful maneuvers in that ring, but unfortunately, he's not going to display, I don't imagine, too much of that. This is a street fight match, and this Terry Gordy, he is as rough as they come, and so this is going to be a tremendous bout, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be anything and everything goes. Beautiful, the way he hung on to that headlock.
That's right. Gordy was going for the atomic drop, and somehow in midair, the All-America, Johnny Ace, able to turn it around, but now in trouble on his shoulders and able to spin it back. The referee saying only a 2 count. Craig DeGeorge, the living legend.
I will tell you this, Craig. If Terry Gordy, as tough as he is, not taking anything away from him because he's a tremendous, tremendous wrestler, but if he met this Johnny Ace on a clearly, purely scientific match, I would go with Ace. But of course, Gordy, not that he's not a tremendous wrestler, he is, but he is such a rough, he's a rule breaker. And the question is, will Johnny Ace be able to match him in that department? Because that's going to be a big, big factor in the finale of this match as to who's going to win it.
Johnny Ace with a side headlock. Of course, Gordy has no stranger to the championship belts. He has held a singles title in Japan. He still currently is with Dr. Death Steve Williams, the tag team champion, all tag team in Japan.
This is a seasoned wrestler. There's no question about it. He's got a reputation worldwide, and I think that tells you about the UWF to have the caliber of wrestlers like Terry Gordy, and of course Johnny Ace. Johnny Ace, I think is just a tremendous athlete, and I love the maneuvers he can. If only given the proper opportunity to show what he could do as far as his wrestling maneuvers, this guy is just great.
Gordy picked up wrestling from Lou Thez. You know that name, Bruno?
Absolutely, one of the all-time greats. Tremendous, tremendous. Oh, beautiful flying.
Cross body block flying off the top rope, but again, not enough to get Gordy. And he takes a good right hand from Gordy.
What a
talk
shot.
about a street fight. That's one of those things they'll let go.
Yes. Johnny Ace, again, did a beautiful maneuver there in that flying body press, but then again, you see the Gordy, who knows every trick in the book, and he really caught Johnny Ace with a tremendous blow. Ace is shook. There's no doubt about it right now. He's, oh, what a tremendous blow.
Oh, boy, what a clothesline. He may cover him here. Lateral press. No.
Oh, wow.
2.5.
I thought he had him. That clothesline, it put everything behind it, Gordy did. And to his credit, look at Johnny Ace. He's hurt. There's no question about it. But, hey, he kicked out. He's still in there.
Hey, we're having some fun here. We hope you're enjoying it. Craig DeGeorge with Bruno Sammartino live from the beach ball in Palmetto, Florida with our entire UWF crew. We hope you're enjoying it. We've got some great matches to come, and certainly thus far we've seen a couple of good ones. The Blackhearts, and now Terry Gordy against Johnny Ace.
But you know, Craig, this is anything goes, and I think that Johnny Ace would be wise just to leave his wrestling maneuvers, you know, out of it right now, because this guy here is going to do everything under the sun, Gordy is. So you got to meet him in his own game. As the old saying goes, fire with fire. Because Gordy, you know, you tried to do a clever maneuver on him, he's going to meet you with a boot, with an elbow, with anything.
Arm chops back and forth. Ace trying to mount an attack here. Now a side bear suplex, back to back.
Now that was a beautiful suplex. Again, Gordy, make no mistake about this guy. He's a rule breaker, but he certainly knows his wrestling. And in fact, if they had to, if the rules were such that they had to go strictly by the rules, with both the talent that these two individuals have, you could have a phenomenal scientific match.
I'll tell you what, so far, although it is listed as a street fight, it has been a pretty fair match. And
great match, but look at this, it's going to be a power driver. If he connects, this could be it right here.
That's the power bomb if he can get it going.
Ace is fighting it. He's going to try to backdrop him, I think. I don't know. Will he be able to do it?
Power bomb, I'll tell you, that is as effective as the military at the U.S. showed in a big fight. He doesn't power bomb him. Instead, he drops him down on his back, and that may be enough. No.
But Ace kicked out. How about that? How about that for a guy that just took a tremendous blow that many a wrestler would have took a count of 3 on that one. But Ace, yes, he's hurt. He's shaking up, but he's still in there, still fighting back.
It's been a heck of a matchup so far. Wow. Gordy and Ace, the whipping, he goes right after him and clotheslines him. And just throws him down like a doll. Now hooks the leg.
1, 2. Oh, woo! That was too close. But again, Ace managed to kick out. And I'll tell you, look at Gordy. He's complaining. He's saying, hey, that count was a little too slow. Nonsense. Johnny Ace got out in time. He beat the count. Great match so far, I'll tell you.
Yes, sir. Outstanding matchup. Into the turnbuckle again, and Gordy takes a foot to the face.
The face, and boy, did he catch him a second time.
Gordy is taking 2, and he takes a close line and flopples over, and he may be on Queer Street.
Look at Ace, he's all fired up, and I said, come on. He says, get up, but don't waste time. Get in there, go for the attack.
He's from Bad Street, USA, but I think he's on Queer Street at this point. He's in trouble. Into the ropes. Another drop kick, and this one knocks Gordy out.
Drop kick, but what a fantastic drop kick. Look up, he went
flying elbow. And they landed on the cement floor. Oh, boy.
I'm not sure if he went for an elbow or a body press. But,
I don't know if he, I'll tell you what, he may have connected with the cement, Bruno. He came flying out of there. He thought he had Gordy in his palm. Now Gordy's taking him out for a ride here. And he's going so far, it's even difficult to pick him up.
Well, of course, look, the referee can't do anything about it because there's no disqualification.
Oh, he's got to DQ him, doesn't he? Or double count out. You can see there the blonde-haired Ace trading rights and lefts. And this thing has gotten to a street brawl if you ever saw one. They're up in the stands now in section 16. I think they're down row A and seat 1 and 2.
But I'm seeing the blonde hair of Johnny Ace. It seems like he's really thrown some good lefts and rights. And right now I think Gordy might be on the receiving end. It's very hard to see.
That's it. That's it.
Uh-oh, the bell rang. Now, wait a minute. There's no disqualification here, is there? Let's see what the referee calls here.
Well, they may be a little bit of a different interpretation of the street rules.
On the count of 10, has counted out both wrestlers.
Oh, so there was a count.
Counts them out.
Okay.
It is ruled a no contest.
No contest.
No contest, but they're still going at it. Look at them. They're really still
you're not going to stop them, Bruno. You're not going to stop them because you DQ'd them. That's just how these guys are. Ace throwing a right hand. Another one at Gordy. Now trading right. Look at Gordy firing back. Oh, boy. This is a slug.
This is a toe-to-toe slugfest, and look at these guys going. I'll tell you what, they don't want to stop. I'm afraid they better send somebody to break these two guys up because they're just going to keep at it. Maybe that bell rang, but they're not going to stop.
Tell you what, we're only 1 state away from the heavyweight champion, Evander Holyfield, and he may be looking on and worrying about Mr. Gordy or Johnny Ace with the impressive arsenal of punches. They're still going at it, Bruno. Some 3-4 minutes after the call by the referee.
They're going at it in a really one heck of a pace. I mean, these two guys, they don't care if that bell rang or what the referee's going to call the decision. They're out to prove to this audience who's top dog here, and they're just going to keep it up till I think somebody thinks that he will have achieved that.
Oh, Terry Gordy obviously showing no compassion for our lighting people here, Bruno, and neither is Johnny Ace. They just took this thing up with the upper rows of this stadium.
Yeah, but you know, if the match has come to a conclusion, the decision's been rendered, I think that maybe it'd be great if they could get some help here to break this two, because these guys will not stop. Look at them.
Well, finally, it looks like some of our UWF camera people are kind of just doing their job and in a way getting in between the two by getting shots of the two competitors. Gordy hanging on, trying to get a breath. to the left. You see the ace to the right.
Whoa, a chair
Now
comes
a
flying in
chair
the ring.
comes
Terry
flying
Gordy
in.
throws in the chair, but look at this. I see Johnny Ace. He's coming in. He's saying, come on out of here. Let's keep going on the floor.
And they continue to...
Gordy's saying, no, you come in here. Ace wants Gordy to come out, and Gordy wants Ace to come in. So let's see. Meanwhile, he's got that chair. Gordy has, and this has been a brawl, I'll tell you. This has been some kind of a brawl, and these guys... And here comes Johnny Ace.
Gordy turned his back. Here comes Ace. Ace is back in the ring, but now Gordy heads out
Gordy
to the
took
ring.
off.
Oh! When is this going to end? He's got now. Look at this. Now this could ruin the whole evening if Gordy, or rather Ace, decides to sit in the middle of the ring.
Well, Ace is not satisfied. He's saying, okay, come on back here. Let's conclude this thing. The heck with the match being stopped. He's saying, let's see who's the better man.
Gordy has gone back to the
Gordy.
spot where they were wrestling, up in section 16, row 8.
Yeah, but I think Gordy's making his way back. I think he's coming back toward the ring. I think he's coming back to meet the challenge of Johnny Ace.
Well, let's see.
And the people want this match to continue.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing more of it either.
No, I'll tell you, this was some kind of a brawl. No doubt about it.
Well, look out now, Bruno. Ace is going outside the ring. He's going to go after Gordy. He's going to try and catch up to him. And
he does, I think.
Hello, are you there? Shot to the face. Ace with a couple of shots. 3 shots to Gordy. Another right hand. And Gordy continues to wobble his way back to the ring, and now mounts a shot back. They call it a street fight. You might call it an aisle fight. They've been all around the ring.
Oh, there comes the chair again. Gordy again's got the chair. Johnny Ace is out there. Well, what is he signaling now? He's got his...
He's signaling that he won the match. That is not accurate.
No, there is no winner. The only satisfaction either one of them can get is if they continue on and to the point where one of them either runs back and...
We never said wrestlers came from journalism schools, Bruno, so you never trust them when they put their hands up. We're going to look at Johnny Ace, obviously upset, but Bruno, he put on quite a match. I think many people did not give Ace much of a chance against Gordy, who has more titles and is certainly nationally known, but it was a great match.
I'll tell you what, from all that I'd seen of Johnny Ace, there was no doubt in my mind that this was going to be a tremendous match. The only concern I had was that Johnny Ace, I think, was going to come in and try to wrestle Gordy, and this wasn't that kind of a match. This is a brawl, and that's where you got to meet it. And of course, when he had to, he did, and I think he showed Gordy that he can brawl as well as he can, as well as anybody.
And the thing is, Bruno, we are just getting going. We've got 6 more matches to go here on the Beach Brawl. We're glad you joined us on pay-per-view around the country. Here's a shot, as you see on the replay, of the flying maneuver by Johnny Ace going after Terry Gordy.
And he really went flying out there, didn't he?
Wow. Hey, fabulous wrestling, right? The official 1991 Beach Brawl video is now on sale. This is a chance to see the whole night as it unfolded in Palmetto, Florida. For your copy, just send a check or money order for $19.95 to Abrams Entertainment Group, 2532 Lincoln Boulevard, Marina Del Rey, California, 90291. It'll be a great addition to your wrestling video library. More from the Beach Brawl after this.
Presenting the Sports Action Watch. Precision quartz movement timepieces, each depicting a different sport on the beautifully detailed faces with intriguing animated second hands. If you're a golfer, the second-hand golf ball will sweep through all 60 seconds of every minute, 24 hours a day. In all, there are 7 popular sports: football, basketball, baseball, fishing, tennis, golf, and volleyball for men, women, and children. Each watch will be delivered complete with battery installed, ready to tell time. And each watch has a genuine leather and beautifully embroidered fabric band with your favorite sport on it. They're fun for yourself or as a great gift idea.
For rush delivery, use your credit card and call 1-800-292-5900 or send $19.95 plus $3.50 shipping to Sports Watch, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California. Specify men's or women's style and choose from 7 popular sports. Call now, 1-800-292-5900.
Some men would rather live their lives sheltered in the harbor, and some would rather sail into life with the unmistakable scent of Old Spice. Clean, true, and classic. Old Spice, one of the legends of the sea.
Doyle? Yes? Dad can't be with you, honey. He told me last night.
How about if I go down and get him?
A single mom can do everything.
I'm a friend of your mother's.
I'm not going anywhere with you!
Except be a dad.
So you and Doyle are getting along well.
We're getting along just great.
That job she left for Dutch.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, huh? There you go.
Dutch, rated PG-13.
Special sneak preview Saturday, July 6th in selected markets. Check newspapers.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is the eagerly anticipated Legends match. Approaching the ring at this time, accompanied by his manager, Mr. Red, a 275-pounder from the Soviet Union, he is the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff!
Guy's got to watch you with that chain, Bruno. He almost hit us.
Absolutely.
His opponent weighs 233 pounds and hails from Princeton, Minnesota. He is the undefeated champion of the world, Bob Backlund!
Here is a man with a resume of wrestling experience, titles that would impress anybody. A four-time All-American at North Dakota State. He was a one-time football All-American, played for Rod Earhart, who's now a coach for the New York Giants. Bob Backlund and Ivan Koloff, and you can feel the goosebumps. Anyone who's a wrestling fan would have to appreciate this match of two great legends in their own right in this terrific sport.
Bob hasn't been doing, of course, any professional wrestling in recent years, but he's kept himself in shape. He coaches some wrestling at a high school. He keeps himself in shape. He runs, he lifts, he does. He was always a training fanatic and always in great shape. And of course, he's meeting a very rough and tough Ivan Koloff, who's been a world champion and who's always been tough as they come. And so we're seeing two of the great ones in that ring right now. And this should be a very, very good match.
And Bob Backlund, I don't know how the guy does it, but he doesn't look like he's aged too much either.
No, he looks the same, exactly the same.
Unbelievable. Bob Backlund, such a pleasure to be calling this one. With, of course, the great Bruno Sammartino, who knows these two gentlemen very well. He wrestled Koloff. I hate to bring that one up for the title, but you wrestled him and you were on the top hand of that many times. And Bob Backlund in the red trunks, a degree in physical education. And as Bruno stated, he works with kids and coaches at the high school and college level still. In fact, he even coached the 1984 Olympic wrestlers. Koloff. Good arm drag, takedown on Backlund.
Short arm scissor. Now let me see what Koloff is going to do. You know, a maneuver like this, Backlund was good at this to where he can maneuver his way, use great leverage and strength, because he's a very strong guy. And he can actually, let's see if he'll do it. He can actually turn this over and actually wind up picking up.
That's exactly what he did, Bruno. That is exactly what he did. He turned it around, and now he picks him up. He picked up Koloff, who is 275 or 80 pounds. What strength by Backlund. Look out, he's on the top turnbuckle right above us. One shot backward, Bruno, and you better hit the gas pedal in reverse.
I'm keeping my eyes open. I wouldn't want that 260, 70, whatever. It's back drop by Backlund.
Back drop, nicely done. Bruno, put that gear in reverse, just in case. Backlund into the turnbuckle. Gets away from Koloff, flips him back over, and he got him! Hey, Bob Backlund, folks, has not lost a step. What an impressive performance.
Bob Backlund!
And that Bob Backlund smile that you see it so often.
There he is, Bob, with some little kids have come up to him, say congratulations, Bob. Let's see, look at this beautiful maneuver. Look at, here, he takes, see, he took him on a back roll. Now watch this, he does a bridge there, but he's got he's got Koloff hooked in such a manner. Koloff just couldn't kick out, and they kicked out. But it was just after that 3 count, and there's no question about it. Backlund got the pin.
Absolutely classic textbook wrestling by Bob Backlund.
Koloff is angry, and he's saying, get back in there. I guess he would like to give him a taste of that chain. But Backlund, if he's wise, he'll keep on going. Hey, why come back? What for? What's he got to prove now? He won the match.
A very happy man.
Absolutely. Why not? And I think the people are thrilled to see Bob back. Certainly looking great shape.
He loves sharing what he does in the ring with his personal joy. And he kind of, by talking to the kids, kind of makes the kids feel like champions too.
Absolutely. Now, what are we seeing here? I see Captain Lou here.
Come out, obviously, to say something to Mr. Red, who's in the ring, and the manager of Koloff. And this dates back to the cards at the Bethel Hotel where Mr. Red and Koloff teamed up on Backlund after a win. And that Lou's going to hit him. He hits him!
Oh! Captain hits him with a right and knocks him right down.
He clocked that big fat guy with a right.
Look at this.
Oh, do that. Oh, this is disgusting.
Oh, my goodness. Captain grabbed by the pants. The pants skin got ripped off.
He's running around with his underwear on. And why are they large underwear? He's running back and forth. This is disgusting. Give him his pants back, Lou.
Yes, give him the pants back. You got to make this audience get sick.
Give him something back, please. Get some sweats on him. Oh, he's going to stand.
Oh, the captain just smashed his glasses that fell. Look at him running. Look at him running.
Oh, boy. Don't get too close there, Cameraman.
That's one manager we know doesn't spend too many hours in a gymnasium, does he?
You talk about embarrassment. Holy cow. Koloff losing it. Do we have to see a replay? Oh, no.
No, look, he's trying to get out of the ring. Koloff's trying to pull him off. Albano, I don't know if he meant to this. He grabbed him by the trousers to pull him back in the ring, and it just tore him right off, and there he is.
Goodness.
What a sight.
They sold underwear that size, Bruno. Oh.
Not a very pretty picture.
Well, I'm glad we didn't freeze that shot there. Our director showing some compassion for everyone watching here. Manatee Civic Center, live from Palmetto, Florida. We're having lots of fun here at the Beach Brawl.
Brian Ricco along with Craig DeGeorge. And another match in the Beach Brawl was a special Legends match pitting Bob Backlund versus Ivan Koloff, 2 former champions. Sitting with us, Craig, the manager of Ivan Koloff, Mr. Red. Mr. Red, you certainly have to be disappointed.
Disappointed? Shut up, I'm talking. Disappointed is not what I am.
I'm going to be screaming the whole time now.
No, I'm going to be a nice guy.
Please.
I'm going to be a nice guy, and I'm going to calm down. Even though, I've got a lot of fury in my heart now. I don't know what's wrong with the UWF. They don't like my Russians. They want to keep them out. They fight us every way we go.
We had 2 Russians in the Beach Brawl, Ivan Koloff and Boris Zukov. Both had equal opportunity to win.
Equal
and
opportunity.
both lost.
Equal opportunity.
I think you're just bitter because you went 0 for 2. 2 losses.
We didn't have a loss, buddy. It wasn't a loss. My Russians won both matches. You see, the problem is you got referees that are prejudiced against the superpowers of my Russians. You see, let me tell you, you people don't know what's to come in the UWF. Right now, I've got 2 Russians. But as everybody knows, Russians are purely bred. And that's what we're working on now. We're breeding those Russians. And I'm going to have 2 more. And 2 more. And then it's going to grow. And you know what? It's going to be UWF Russian style. It's all Russians. That's my dream. The ultimate dream.
Mr. Red, you might say you had 3 losses. Zukov goes down. Hold on a second.
I know what you're about to get at.
Zukov goes down. Koloff goes down. And your pants go down in front of a national television audience.
Let me tell you something. $150 pair of pants. Ripped off. Captain Lou Albano, you got my pants. But before it's over with, I'm going to get not only your respect, but I'm going to get the captain's corner. I'm going to take it all away from Captain Lou. Captain Lou, you rubber band head, you are a loser. Why the UWF put you in there instead of me, I'll never know.
Albano was just doing his job.
His job?
You were in
What
there
is
with
his
Ivan Koloff.
job? That wasn't his
Backlund
job.
did the representation, too.
That was not his job.
He was evening up the score, Mr. Red. That's quite simple.
Evening
Look
up
what
the
happened in
score.
Look
You
what happened
see,
in New
young
York.
people got it backwards. I wasn't in there cheating. I was in there giving advice to my men. I am a manager, for God's sake. I am the man who has to bring them to glory. Because you people in the USA ain't gonna help me. Look into my eyes, real close, people.
Not too close.
We're going. Oh, you shut up.
Too close.
Don't look at me that way, man. I don't even like when y'all little wimps look at me that way. I don't like wimps. I don't even like you. I don't even know why I gotta sit here and talk to you. Personally, I would rather get on my private jet plane and go home and never see you again.
We've asked you
But
to
I've
come
got
on.
to. I've got to. You know why? Because I've got to let the American people know. I've got to let all the American people know that my Russians are number one. They're going to stay number one. They was number one yesterday. They were number one the day before. And they're going to be number one again. And yes, we've had some setbacks. But it's no fault of my Russians. No fault of my Russians, people. What it is, it's your referees. They need to go in and they need to teach these referees how to referee. Once you get past that, then we're going to start getting into an area where the Russians will be superior. And they'll look superior.
Mr. Red, I think you've gone on long enough on this topic. What about superiority? You talk about that, you got to be talking about...
They are superior.
What about Bob Backlund? A five-year champion.
The howdy doody of the UWF. I mean, this man looks like howdy doody. You can't take him serious. He's not a man. He showed that in the ring. Ivan Koloff beat him. He beat him. And every time he beat him, the referee just kind of acts like, I don't know what's going on.
I didn't see a clean 3 count.
Oh, man, it was there.
I
You
saw
was
it. I didn't see
listening.
it running around the ring.
You wasn't listening.
How'd you see it? You were
I
so busy
saw it.
running around
I
with
had
the
a
Indy
3
500
count.
for
I
crying
had
out
a
loud.
3 count before I left the dressing room. I had a 3 count in the dressing room. I didn't even have to put him out there. Ivan Koloff was superior. Bob Backlund was a loser. But because my boys are Russian, they go and they have to turn the channels and make it look like Bob Backlund's a real man. He's the howdy-doody of the wrestling world. Get rid of him. Get him out. I'm going to tell you, people, you don't know. You don't know what Mr. Red can do. But I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, Mr. Red's going to take his Russians to the top. You watch. You watch the UWF, because wherever it is, we're going to be there. And we're going to dominate the wrestling profession as it's known.
All right, we've heard it here. Let's see. We'll find out. Mr. Red, manager of Boris Zukov and Ivan Koloff, both losers.
Winners! Winners! The ultimate winners, because they're purebred and pure fed. Mr. Red's taking care of them.
The UWF returns on a new date, July 20th, 7:30 p.m. to the War Memorial in Fort Lauderdale. Be there.
Columbia Pictures asks,
can you drive stick? I can learn. Booyah!
This summer, get ready to ride with the boys. They're too hot to handle
Chica bonita. Let's do the local thing.
and too cool to miss.
Heard you like Mr. GQ Smooth now.
Girl, he is fine. I like to rush that.
Boys in the Hood. Rated R. Special sneak preview Sunday.
In simpler times, toothpaste came in tubes. Though easy to squeeze, they could get messy. Along came pumps. People liked the control, but missed the squeezy. Now, with much fanfare, Crest introduces Neat Squeeze. Easily squeezable with the control of a pump and a pullback feature that makes brushing a lot less messy and a lot more fun. The all-new Neat Squeeze from Crest.
The
The UWF power line at 1-900-4204-UWF is waiting for you. That's you to call.
Hey, call the UWF power line now.
Sports fans everywhere are saying the same thing. The life story of pro wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino, is one dynamic story. If you haven't gotten your copy, you can order now as many as you want by sending a check or money order to Bruno's Book, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. Be sure to include $2.50 for postage and handling, along with $14.95 for each copy. This is one book you'll want for your sports library collection.
Just a reminder, in the next few weeks, we'll once again bring you selected matches from the Beach Brawl. You'll see each match that happens and hear from the UWF stars who made the Beach Brawl a fantastic night of wrestling mayhem. You'll be seeing a special Captain's Corner with Captain Lou Albano. His guests will be Luna Vachon and the Blackhearts. And we'll feature the strap match between Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, and the sadistic Colonel De Beers. We'll take you back in time and show you incidents that led up to such a dangerous match. Don't miss it.
Hi, I'm Dave Winfield, and this is a happy baseball birthday. It's a sensational new gift that's a birthday present, a birthday card, and a collectible all in one. A happy baseball birthday offers a choice of 17 Major League stars, giving beautiful birthday greetings to children, along with their own childhood birthday memories. Each greeting is different, and all are very special because you hear the stars as real people, each on a separate audio cassette. The back of each package is a colorful card with the star's photo and a printed autograph. But even though it's called a happy baseball birthday, it's the perfect gift for any baseball fan on any occasion. And each happy baseball birthday tape, card, and collectible is only $9.95. Only $9.95. Just call 1-800-741-8025. That's 1-800-741-8025. Happy birthday.
The beat, more than a tone.
Crazy Calls, those fabulous musical messages for your answering machine are back with the new generation.
Waiting for the beep song. Gonna have to do it when you hear that song. Gotta leave
7 brand new recordings for your answering machine.
Well, you know that I'm at the fiesta. I will call when I take a siesta. So when you hear the beep, then you faster.
How could I call if you don't leave your name?
Give the gift of gab to your answering machine with Crazy Calls, the new generation.
Your name and number when you hear that sound. That is the only way I can.
Only $14.95.
Well, I'm gone, but my phone is on. You gotta leave a message, and before too long, you're gonna hear a sound.
Crazy Calls, the new generation.
You're gonna have to put it down.
Call 1-800-832-5200, only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-832-5200.
The official Beach Brawl souvenir program, the one that sold the night of the Beach Brawl, is available now from the UWF. Bios of your favorite UWF wrestlers, as well as memorable information from the night of the Beach Brawl, is included in this nifty collector's item. And the official 1991 Beach Brawl video is now on sale. This is a chance to see the whole night as it unfolded in Palmetto, Florida. $5 for the program, $19.95 for the video. Send those bucks along with your name and address to Abrams Entertainment Group, 2532 Lincoln Boulevard, Marina Del Rey, California, 90291.
What's the real scoop on professional wrestling? There's only one way to find out. Call me on the Legend Line, 1-900-HOT-BRUNO. Let's talk real wrestling. What's happening and where it's happening, I'll tell you. From the inside, call me now and be the best-informed wrestling fan in your neighborhood.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, the pinnacle in sports programming.